Oxidative phosphorylation is also known as the electron transport chain. We obtained 2 NADH from glycolysis, and we yielded 6 NADH and 2 FADH2 from the Krebs cycle. These are electron carriers. We use them to feed the oxidative phosphorylation into the electron transport chain so that we can produce ATPs out of them, which is energy. The electron transport chain is within the inner mitochondrial membrane. The 2 NADH from glycolysis have to come inside the mitochondria. The total amount of NADH and FADH is 10 NADH and 2 FADH2s. In the mitochondria, we have 2 membranes, the outer membrane and the inner membrane. Between them, we have the inner membrane space. The electron transport chain and oxidative phosphorylation occurs within the inner membrane of the mitochondria, as well as the inner membrane space in the matrix. And what that does is produce water, 6 water. It will also produce between 26 to 28 ATP. Oxidative phosphorylation, the electron transport chain, consists of 4 important complexes. Complex 1, 2, 3, 4, and another important structure is ATP synthase, and this enzyme produces ATP. Within the inner membrane is ubiquinone and cytochrome C, which is in the inner membrane space attached to complex 3. Complex 1, 2, 3, and 4 get the electrons from FADH2 and NADH. At complex 4, they give the electron oxygen to produce water. Also, ATP will be made through the pumping of hydrogen ions. Complex 1 will oxidize NADH to form NAD. These electrons will pass on to ubiquinone. Through this process, hydrogen ions are pumped from the matrix into the inner membrane space. Complex 2 will first reduce FAD to FADH2 from the Krebs cycle. Then it will oxidize FADH2 to steal its electrons and pass it on to ubiquinone. Ubiquinone can only carry electrons either from NADH or FADH. Ubiquinone is mobile, so it can move around the inner membrane space and give its electrons to complex 3, known as cytochrome BC, which will then give it to cytochrome C. Cytochrome C is also a mobile protein and also pumps hydrogen ions. Next, cytochrome C gives the electron to complex 4. Here the electrons will make water from oxygen electrons from NADH. NADH will help produce 2 hydrogen ions and 1 oxygen gas for 1 H2O. The process of hydrogen going through ATP synthase is chemiosmosis. Because we have accumulated all these hydrogen ions from 1 NADH or FADH, we pass them through ADP synthase. This provides energy to convert ADP to form ATP. We obtain 26 to 28 ATP and only 6 water.